All right. All right, let's get a little sound check here. Let's get a little sound check here. Cool. All right. That can be like that. Yeah. Sure. Cool. Okay, cool. We did a test just now outside. Of course, it didn't work because it is. Let's see. This was it, right? Yeah. I think I don't want this one. Yeah. Okay. I'll delete this one. Delete. Okay. Yep. Cool. All right. So, yeah. Hey, nice to see you, Cyrus. Yeah, I've been saying I need a haircut for a couple weeks now, so I think I might finally get it today. It's Friday. Um, oh, did you guys hear that? My cat was meowing. Um, yeah. So it's been a while, and uh, yeah, what the hell have I been doing? Um, it's kind of this. I've been. Oh, interesting. Does it not update the screen? Does the screen? Huh. The display. Like I'm doing stuff. I'm very behind on OBS here, or like I forget my OBS how it works. How do we refresh? Properties, build display. Let's do the whole display. Let's do that. Like I'm moving the screen around and it's not it's not working. Window capture. Oh, display capture. Okay, there we go. Now I just needed to be a refresh or something. Okay, yeah, now you can see it. Cool. All right. Yeah, so where have I been? Just been busy. Like it's been a very busy I don't know, time in my life. I guess augmented by AI, like because of AI and augmented by it. Kind of like because I've been able to use a bunch of agents. I was able to take on a bunch of projects at work, but then I got pulled into like this new AI tools team, and now I'm on that team and doing stuff for them. So I was like very busy with finishing up projects on my previous team and then like transitioning to this new team. So it was very busy. Haven't been able to stream. And I've also just been thinking, like, I haven't, basically my previous project, Roxas, like the thing I was kind of like building on stream, like that turns out to be a Claude skill. Like, I was like kind of mind blown of like, what do I do? What do I build? What's the thing that, we, what do we do with the superpower of the, of this, like we have this ultimate solver thing that we can just, whatever, throw at any problem and it will solve it. What do we do with this power? And that's kind of like that's been this, I don't know, this problem. Or let me just drop the Discord server invite in the chat, and that's just so people are aware of it. But like what I've been writing about, one thing that I've been consistent about, is like writing and thinking through all of like these problems, I guess. And maybe this is what I enjoy the most is do like Jeffrey Huntley calls himself like he ponders the ponderoos, and I think this is what I enjoy, pondering the ponderoos as well. It's just like what do we work on, and it feels like there's there's like, so Gas City, even though I like did not enjoy it, like I didn't have like a good like first experience with it, like on stream, like my previous stream here, I did take one thing from that, and that is their primitive test. So where is it? Primitive test. Like this is now like the direction that I am going. That like this is like my kind of guide for what should we even build. Like what belongs in, like this is specific to Gas City, but like what belongs in the SDK layer, or like the whatever in code essentially in this particular project, versus consumer layer, like what should be outside of it, and what should be specifically be prompts, and like what gets better with increasing models. And I think that's the problem everyone is kind of gonna run into at one point or another, is what do we do? And that's kind of like what the entire industry is like pondering, is like, oh shit, what if like agents can just do everything? Like where do we fit in? And I
Time.
oh, sorry. And it's almost like we have to figure out what code do we write? What code gets written versus what gets like put into the model. So the main thing here, not sure if everybody's heard this. That's where it's heading. Yeah. Like what is outside of the model? Like what Google is pushing the agents, doing everything for the end user. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I have this like stand behind my laptop that's kind of like blocking the thing. So 1 second. Yeah, so like what are we gonna do? What is the thing that that we're like meant to do here? Like that, what is the, hang on, let me break out this thing and see if, I don't know, the chat isn't like updating to like I know you're here, Cyrus, but like the viewers isn't updating. Maybe I just need to update OBS or something. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. Yeah, so the main thing here is bitter lesson. And for those who don't know, it's this like essay. I haven't read the whole thing, but like kind of the TLDR is whatever your the TLDR that I've gotten through Steve Yegi and whoever else is basically any optimization that you make around an AI is just going to get blown away by just improvements in the model over time. Like that's Gas Town. that's like that is. I mean that I may kind of sort of like either it feels like Gas City like is trying to incorporate this of like, hey, like what are the things that we can do? What are the things that we can make that are useful as the models improve, right? Like what are the things that remain? Sorry. And like agent orchestrator, where did that go? Here, let me just move this up so I can scroll through my tabs. I'll bring this up in a second. Let's see where to go. Here, yeah. So like Claude just dropped this thing, workflows, and it's kind of like dynamic workflows. So that sounds a lot like advanced Claude agent teams. that sounds like kind of built in kind of Gas Town or Gas City, whatever you want to call it. Like the orchestration layer is going to get absorbed by the model companies, and who's going to know how to orchestrate their agents better than the model companies themselves, right? So yeah, it's like the top people are working on these problems like Gas Town and others, but in 6 months, like your work may be irrelevant. Like normies are not gonna try to token max on Gas Town and whatever else, right? it's fun. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I do want to, like, I would love to spend all the tokens on Gas Town and others, but at the same time, it's like, what's a problem worth working on? like that kind of comes. It keeps coming back to this problem of like, what the hell do we work on if like the models are just gonna kind of like eat everything? Okay, sorry, I'm kind of talking in circles, and I'm like, I don't know, very haven't been on the stream kick lately, so forgive me as I'm figuring out my setup here. So yeah, how do we figure out what to work on? I think this Gas City primitive test is like the direction. Atomicity, it's like, is this a data layer type of thing? The SDK must provide the atomic version, single agent operate. Basically, like, are we working with atomic operations? Are we working with an atomic API? Like, can an agent with certainty modify something? That's kind of where we're kind of being pushed into. Is we're not going to be like, the agents have all the intelligence, and the orchestrating is kind of going to be baked into the agents already, which is kind of like, I don't know, I talked about this whatever in January. Now that there's some time in between here, like, everybody and their mother, like I wrote here, Attack of the Clones, everybody and their mother was writing an agent orchestrator 6 months ago, and you don't need one anymore. Like, Claude Code has like a lot of stuff, orchestration built in. Like, what do you need outside of that? Potentially, maybe, okay, so maybe you're 6 months ahead and you're like writing your own orchestration, but it's like you're spending time on something that like the model companies are going to do themselves. So like, you're kind of like duplicating work. So what is the thing that we need to work on that is not duplicated effort now? So like, this is just to like, I'm going to take my victory lap here. It's like that Claude just released this yesterday. Like, this Claude workflow thing, and it's it's all the agent orchestrator stuff that everybody's been working on just baked into Claude. So sorry, whoever, like, if you're working on agent orchestration, like, I don't know, I don't think it's a worthwhile problem. I didn't think it was a worthwhile problem in January. I don't think it's a worthwhile problem now. I think so. What I also have been writing is Kai. So like, Kai Green, thoughts become things. It's again along the lines of what the hell do we work on? And I have we all spawned near the same area of the forest of low-hanging fruit, right? Like, we all kind of like Hunger Games style, like, got dropped in the same area, and we all were solving like the same problems, which is like fine to like figure out how to use agents, and everybody wants their own little custom thing, which is whatever. If that's what you want to spend your tokens on, fine. But if you want to create something that only you can make, that is unique to you, and like something that is differentiable, you have a forest of you have a personal grove of low-hanging fruit, something that only you can see. So it's sort of like the cross section, the intersection between all your different interests, that's what you can see. That's what those are the problems that only you can like work on. And you're going to be much more successful working on the problems that only you can see. You're not going to have as much competition. Like you're not completely unique. Like you as a person, yes, are completely unique, but like I don't know. There's a bunch of people who are into jiu-jitsu and software engineering. Like there's an entire Slack channel of us at work. There's like 100 people who are into training jiu-jitsu and being software nerds, right? So I feel like that was like my first area that I was looking at. But jiu-jitsu is not a great market cap. Like the total addressable market of jiu-jitsu is like not great, and it's like an intentionally not automatable thing. Like it's a very human to human connection type of thing that people don't want to automate. Like that's where I get my social interaction and get my like my friendships and like my in-person like connection. I don't want my like to be glued to my computer. Yeah, John, I guess now we can create small businesses easier. Those are the ideas I keep having. Yeah, no, I think small consulting things for the things that you personally understand, or you partner with somebody who gives you problems to solve. Like that's kind of what I've been doing recently with my brother is he's in DTC. He's in e-commerce. He does like Shopify stuff and Facebook ads, and that's kind of like, so that's kind of this thing over here that I've been working on over here is so Shopify stores are very website, social media systems, all taken care of by AI. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I mean that's what I've been doing too. Is where I have my own. Let me see, mic skills. Actually, social Claude, social. I have Claude social media skills, and then I have YouTube analytics, and I have mic skills. So I've been making like a lot of like tooling around my process. So like I can create like a carousel out of my newsletter now. I can create like using Buffer. So like Buffer is Hardy Hardar working on Shopify Terraform to add flows via GitOps. Who like what you're in the space too. Nice. So do you have the Terraform? So that's so getting back to where I was saying is like get with people who we ought to share some skills. Made a few last week. Fancy mermaid rendering, Jira tempo, time logging, a few others. Nice. Yeah, no, drop it in the Discord. Drop it in the link share in the Discord. I'll put these in the link share. Link share. Let's see. But yeah, the getting back, like I've mentioned this before. Like I'm not like it's just all the stuff that I like kind of predicted. I've just been busy like implementing. I've just been busy like working on this stuff. Where did I say that of something about we have this ultimate solver, and now we're trying to find problems. Let's see, problem. I don't know. I've written too many articles. I can't. Um, Kevin Kelly article from 2008. 1,002 true fans just irrelevant today. Oh yeah, totally. Yes. Make a living as a creator by cultivating about 1,000 dedicated fans who buy everything you make, spending 100 a year. Yep. Direct relationship, chasing the pull fame, chasing fame, or losing race in the middle one. Yeah, I mean, that's this. that my just like again what I talked about. Going back to this. Taste and distribution. I say taste and distribution. Whatever. What was this? January. I say taste and distribution. I mean, it's never not been this. It's just now that execution is solved. Like, you can just solve anything, any problem, any domain problem. You can solve. We have an ultimate solver tool in Claude Code, and if you know how to use it, like, you can just do anything. You just need to know what problems to solve. So you have to like taste. Now I'm gonna call it like perspective, because taste. Everyone, like, we've ruined the word taste. Like, taste is like meaningless now. So we need a perspective and distribution. So we need like people who know about us, and that's the point of this live stream. Like that's my entire social media kind of effort is getting people to like talking and whatever, getting people to know about me. So Hardy Hardar, using existing tools so far and just getting up and running for a small to medium-sized business. Trying to ramp up sales, was bogged down making infra CI/CD based, but AI finally unblocked it. Nice. There we go. Yeah, like that's. So I have. This is sort of my infra CI/CD dialed. This is what I got really bogged down in that, with trying to stand up my previous project Roxas, which is like a social automated like social media poster thing, going from Git commits to posting on social media. That's now just a Claude skill, but like what came out of Roxas was this, I don't know, I called it dialed framework. Is like, all right, we're gonna use 2 different AWS accounts. We're going to create PR stacks, or kind of ephemeral stacks on PRs, and then we're going to have a dev like integration stage and then production. Now I kind of like abstracted that into this framework. I'm sounds like you're good, but like, I don't know. This is what how I've solved this problem, and now I've applied this dialed framework to new projects, and it's gotten me up and running like way quicker. So yeah, now I'm like solving problems with my brother in the DTC space, and I think that's kind of like, we have an ultimate solver, like us, everyone on the channel, all everyone who like watches this, you're Claude code heads, right? And you are all into this. 3 votes. Oh, nobody's heard of the bitter lesson. Interesting. Hit the like button while we're here, while everybody's here. 8 people watching. Hit the like button, please. Really helps the channel out. If you've also been, if you've also noticed, I'm starting to like read my essays, like as or actually I have my Cal Poly lecture, senior devs, your new job is yield management, and then like the how to scale without the slop, like I'm and then this latest one, I asked Claude Code how to make $1 million on vibe coding. Um, so this, I'm starting to like record these lectures, or not lectures, but like my newsletters, and like kind of present them. So look out for those. If you don't want to read, you can just watch me reading them as a video essay type of thing. Those are going to come out. I'm working on those, or my editor is editing them. I'm recording them, but yeah, there's a process there. So, anyways, the awesome. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the thumbs up. Really, really helps out the channel. So, it was a little fun. Oh, that your brother was main driver involved in the Shopify project. Nice. Yeah. No. If you're not in the Discord already, join, and then we can chat more. And yeah, because I think there's, yeah, like Shopify is a very programmable thing. Like it's very like the APIs are just all like open, and it's a open platform, and it's a like it's ripe for vibe coding, I think. And that's kind of okay, getting back to like what the hell do we work on? ZFC, like this primitive test baked into Gas City here. Zero framework cognition. So it's we don't want to think. We don't want to have a bunch of like, if it's pure data movement, process manager, file system operations, it's transport and belongs to the SDK. This is like the money line in all like this entire document. If we're moving data around, that is what should be code. Like period, full stop. Like if we are, what my ideas are is like, if we can connect APIs together that previously weren't connected together and kind of expose it to the agent as tools, I think that's the highest lever thing that we can do. And expose it to humans as like tools as well. But like if we combine, it's always been about data, right? Like that's why like social media companies are so huge, is because their advertising data is the best, right? Like they can take, they've collected all your data and done machine learning against it, and they can predict when you're gonna buy like the next, I don't know, I've got cats, so the next cat toy, I get bombarded with cat ads, and I fucking, they one shot me. Like they get me. So that's why Facebook is worth whatever $1 trillion, whatever they're worth, is because you can get people to buy stuff, right? With all this data. So similar to like Shopify, and like why I'm interested like working with my brother in the DTC space is, this is like a Steve Yegi thing too, is like Steve Yegi talks about like, if there's only electrons in your business, you don't have a moat. Basically like anybody can re-implement anything and like undercut you, right? If you have atoms in the business, you have some amount of like a moat, right? You have to physically move a product or move something, perform a service in the real world. You're gonna have some amount of like moat left. Like you're not gonna get automated out of a job. So like that's kind of like DTC is kind of like a blend of that, of like you're ultimately like shipping stuff to people, like it's but it's not Amazon, right? So it's like Amazon is the biggest player, right? Amazon probably moves the most atoms in the entire world. Like, think of another company that moves more physical atoms to and from places. Like, Amazon is probably the biggest one. I don't know. The chat, what do we think? I think Steve Yagi even uses Amazon as an example, probably. So I'm probably not like you. I probably got that from him, and I'm like not citing my sources. So sorry, I got a cake pop from Dutch Bros today. So anyways, like, what do we do? So getting back to like, what do we work on? If data, like we need to get back to basics and write code that pipes data from one end of the internet to the other. That's what we got. Either we collect data, like from like physical sensors, like that's what kind of what the metaverse was, right? Or the like you strap on the headgear and you like map out your living room and you're like you're sending your like movement data and all the like your like literal attention was strapped into your eyeballs, right? This device from Meta. We bought one, the Oculus, and we haven't used it in like I don't know, probably a year. It was I don't know, it was a fun toy, but yeah, no, it didn't really amount to anything, right? It was supposed to be this brand new thing, but like people, I think people feel this draw or this like sense of like, oh, we're getting too plugged in here, and we need to. People are kind of like pulling away from technology, and they feel like, oh, we need to like go join a run club or join jujitsu or join some like physical activity to be like more present in the real world. And I've over the last couple months I've been feeling the same way of just like I am like this like agents make work so much more addicting, and it's like you just want to do the thing, right? It just makes you work harder and for longer. Yeah, so it's like you're since we've gamified work now essentially, we need dedicated breaks from work. Like we need to be very diligent about going out going outside, touching grass, going to work out, going to like taking time away from this dopamine machine of like, oh yeah, we're writing so much code, we're getting so much done, we're like we need intentional time away from this thing. And I think long term that's how we win long term. Short term, everybody's like AI FOMOing and like kind of freaking out about the K-shaped economy or whatever, and that's probably true to some degree. But like, if we take like a longer term view of this and say, hey, we're in this for the long haul. I know how to use agents. Most people don't know how to use agents. We're probably going to be fine. If you're watching this enterprise vibe code channel, you're probably going to be fine. Like you're not going to get left behind. So let's see. Yeah. So where do we go? Where do we go? DFC. Yeah. Anyways, chat, what do we think? But anyways, yeah, applying the framework for this primitive test. Bitter lesson pass. Does a smarter tool still need this? Does a smarter model still need this? Is it pure transport? And does the underlying tool like have race conditions? I don't know. Like, basically, an example of this, the main example I have of this for myself is Buffer. And look at that. They have an API. They're advertising their Buffer API. And you, this is exactly like there. You plug everything into Buffer, all your social media channels into Buffer, and then now it exposes it to your like your no, did I okay, didn't expose my API key. Oh well. But yeah, basically like you it's Buffer is pure transport. According to this this let's evaluate this. Sorry, let me cough. According to this primitive test, let's evaluate Buffer. It's an API. It's exposing an API or MCP server, whatever you want to do, to a agent, right? Is it atomic? Is atomic needed? Yes. You want to post something or not post something. You don't want to half post something, right? Does this get smarter or does a smarter model still need this? Does a smarter model still need to do this? Does a smarter model still need to post to social media? Yes. A model inherently isn't like, it's not a model's job to know how to post to social media. That's not going to get trained into the model, right? That's not a useful thing to have baked into the model. So we need to expose it as a tool. Yes, Buffer checks this. ZFC pass, zero framework cognition. Is it pure transport? Yes. Like Buffer doesn't do anything. Like Buffer doesn't like think of new post ideas or anything like that. Like it's just a it just, you give it the post that you want to the text and the images that you want to post, and it just posts them. Like there's no intelligence behind this, right? They don't have AI baked into their thing. Like they're like, notice there's, okay, you maybe it helps you generate new ideas or whatever, right? Like use the AI assistant. Okay, it's got AI as part of the creative process, right? All right, that's an appropriate place for AI to be. But to publish, it's atomic. Like you select a channel or all of your channels and you write something and it posts to all of your channels, right? So Buffer is like, and I'm paying Buffer $8 a month per channel, and that's a very reasonable thing for me to post everywhere and not have to worry about everything like that. That's a deal. Like and I never have to worry about updating to Meta's API, whatever. I don't have to deal with all these different APIs. I don't have to deal with LinkedIn API, Threads API, Facebook API. Like, I can just pay $8 a month and have that solved. I think that's the key here is like, what are we willing to pay to not do it ourselves? And for a lot of people, it's like I was railing against this, like friggin' Zernio. Interesting. Zernio API. Social media API for developers agents. Okay, cool. Nice. Open source mini chat alternate social APIs for cool. Visual chatbot builder. Nice. Sweet. Thanks for the rec. I'll post in the link share on the Discord. If you guys haven't already here, do you feel like the engagement is the same as posting it by hand? Probably not. Like, since I do like mass post, like, oh shit.
What do you want?
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the trick. Like everyone posts on Buffer, like all the big people post on Buffer, and or they cross post with various tools, right? Like all the big people, like they're not just they have tools to help them post across all the different platforms. It's just a matter of like, is your content good enough? And I think that's a problem that I'm seeing, or like for myself, I'm trying to automate all this process. So like my flow is I'm writing my newsletter, and that's like all handwritten, like no AI in any of my newsletters. Like I will guarantee I will never use AI to write my newsletters. Everything downstream of my newsletters, I'll use AI to help like mold it. And like that goes back to this framework, this primitive test here is I'm using the bitter lesson to say, hey, let's shape certain posts. Let's use AI to like pull out like the spiciest bits, the bangers from my my newsletters and post those. I'm using AI to kind of help break apart the best parts of my newsletter and post those as like promotional material. So maybe it's worked, maybe it's not, I don't know. But I think that closed loop process, I think that's a key moving forward, is you have AI help you post something, you use Buffer, use whatever else. Maybe I'll look into that Zernio thing if there's a even better like if there's an even better kind of closed loop kind of attribution type of thing of just like, hey, how can we help Claude figure out, all right, what are the best parts out of the newsletter to post? Like post them, observe how they do across all the different platforms, read all the analytics from all those platforms, and then create part of the skills or however we want to encode this like information as to like, all right, what worked well. Bake that in as the like social media cross post skill, and then it'll improve for the next time. So I think it's the compound engineering. The every like this plan, work, review, compound, repeat. So like figuring out what part figure out like having that baked into your process of like, let's close this loop, let's have this entire process all kind of like AI does the discrete bits, like AI does the tool calls, it does AI does the thinking, it pulls from like your thinking, right? It pulls from your newsletter, and then Buffer being super popular. Oh yeah, like all the big people use it. And then you post You pull out have AI pull out the best bits out of your newsletter, post them, like you use the whatever APIs essentially, post them. You use also use the APIs to like track over time how it's doing, and you can say starting from a video can give you so much more value than from text. Potentially, right? I mean that's something that I can do too. Like Opus Clip has an API now. Like Opus Clip has, or actually MCP server even. Like that's the where did I have that as part of my social media skills? Yeah, Opus Clips. This is oh no, maybe not that one. It has like its own anyways, like Opus Clip API is a thing now. Yeah, number one video clipping API. That's their big thing. So like from this live stream, I'm gonna upload to Opus Clip, and then I'll clip up the best parts and then post, and then Claude will figure out, all right, which ones did well, which ones didn't, and it'll save it. So it's like I'm going to apply this compound engineering thing to social media as well. Since I don't know if you have time to edit it, but you could do it podcast style. Gotcha. Using Opus Clip or something similar. Yeah. I do have an editor, and like that's kind of where I'm going to. I also I'm recording my so like this is my latest one. Like I'm recording my newsletters, and here I am, like wearing the same shirt, or wearing a Cal Poly shirt. So I'm recording my newsletters and like delivering them in video essay form. So that's like I'm compounding in multiple ways here. So there's so much work to do now, like in terms of like having a source material. Like I'm delivering this, right? I'm delivering this right now on the stream. So the stream is going to get uploaded to YouTube, and I'm going to Opus Clip that. I need to Opus Clip this too. I need to Opus Clip the latest, my latest video too, and yeah, post all that, and like it's before this would have been overwhelming, but now I'm like, oh, I've got Claude skills for this, and for like the long form stuff, yeah, like it still kind of needs a human to know which parts. Like I just record all straight, and he cuts out all my whatever my mess ups when reading the video newsletter and all that. So anyways, like I think the future for at the very minimum, like people who want to be independent content creators, is like leveraging all of this to put out all their content on all the different platforms, so that this is like the hidden, like if you've watched so far, this is the shit here, so that you show up everywhere, so that the models know, oh, Mike Lady's on all the different platforms. He is talking about enterprise vibe code everywhere on these high SEO ranking things. So the agents will know who you are, right? So if I ask Claude, let's see, this is going to be a let's see, this is a test. Well, okay. Oh, that's okay. That was cheating because I've I've used Claude before. Uh, let's see. How do I do a like a private one where it doesn't know? Yeah. Saw it, didn't know. Yeah. So I still have my work cut out for me. Um, well, Enterprise Vibe Code, my site shows up third on Google. Um, but yeah, like it's all these other ones are ranking higher than me for now. Um, but anyways, that's the idea. Is like, or let me do it in private mode here anyway. But that's the yeah. Well, Sonnet like that. That's the newer models are probably like updated, and they probably search the web and whatever. So, anyways, like optimizing for agent SEO is kind of like, or agent AEO, whatever that is. That's the future, right? So to optimize for that, like hit the like button. uh, yeah, to train the models, like you want to be everywhere. Like you'll have one primary channel that like um, so like my all my business thinking comes from look at that Alex Ramosi, all of like the my content kind of in like lines of thinking. Oh yeah, Opus 4.0 didn't know. He didn't know me. All right, whatever. Um, I also haven't been like consistently posting on YouTube. YouTube is by far my best channel. Um, like there's 1,000 of you who subscribed 1.2, and that's incredible to me, right? Like I started this channel with no, like I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell any of my friends and family, and somehow 1,000 of you have like showed up and hit the subscribe button, which is amazing. So thank you for being here. Over time, as that builds, like this, like YouTube is the highest, like probably one of the highest ranking like SEO things, right? Like you could, if you are big on YouTube, the search ranking will like have you there. So that'll bump you up. Anyways, so Alex Ramosi's thing is like, all right, you want to be on like do one channel, um, one avatar, $1 million. Have a link or bullet point to the Discord. Oh, I do have this. Here's the Discord link. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, in the Discord the link share channel of the Discord. That's where I drop all the links. So so I'll drop this in the link share. Did I do that already? No. Yeah. But yeah, I post everything that I talk about in the link share on the Discord. Um, but anyways, yeah. Oh, I haven't even been playing my AI generated music. So yeah, I don't know. What do we think? Am I crazy? Like, this is all that I've been thinking about is like, what do we do? Where do we go now? Also, like, these are like the two main things what we need to fix for is like we need to fix like the quality problem. Oh, you can't even hear me. Oh. Can you hear me now? Maybe I was... Okay. Sorry. It's taking in the audio from the entire screen. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me now? I think I... Fix. Okay, cool. Sorry. Sorry, it's how I rearranged my OBS, I think, is how... Can't hear the music now. Yeah, I muted it for a second, and I think... Okay, let's... Let me try this.
What? Beautiful weather. How's it going?
Can you hear me now? Okay. Fix. Okay, cool. Sorry. What do we do? Where do we go now? Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's me just watching me. All right. Anyways. Sorry. Okay. Sorry for that intermission there. So yeah, basically the two problems I see that we need to fix from AI coding is just our physical well-being is kind of like an issue, right? We need to like keep ourselves healthy, and the code needs to be healthy too, right? Like people are, it's too easy to foot gun yourself with low quality code, and we need some kind of like process. We need to build even more process around improving code quality. So like I use this, this is all based on, this is a great talk. I highly recommend this talk. I watched this, I guess 3 weeks ago when it's first streamed. This Coding with Claude is, they talk about how they use kind of forms of formal verification at Datadog, and how they kind of layer in a bunch of different like types of tests, like Swiss cheese. So Swiss cheese, that doesn't sound good, right? Like there's holes in Swiss cheese, but if you layer all these, like the different layers of Swiss cheese together, all the different holes kind of like cover each other. So in theory, you put a lot of different layers of testing together and you'll catch hopefully all the bugs, right? They may go through one layer, but then they get caught by the next layer, or they go through 4 layers and they get caught by the 5th layer. So I think for inhuman code, we need an inhuman level of testing. And this is a key problem that we need to solve, that more people need to, like, I think people are trying to ship with human levels of CI/CD. We've been, I've literally been doing this week. Nice, cool. Yeah, so we're trying to like put a bunch of like AI generate code through the same human process, and it's not working. Like generally gestures at everything, right? Like their software is generally has Morlock testing. What's Morlock testing? Quality gates, security layers. Web for agents. Is this structure type interface on your site? Oh, interesting. That's cool. Basically all of that. Okay, cool. But yeah, so yeah, like we've been trying to like, we've pointed agents at the front end of this, of like, oh, let's generate a bunch of new features. Let's generate entire new apps, whole cloth. Let's generate all the cool stuff. But then we're still running it through like a human level process. We're not ramping up the CI/CD process. We're not generating 10x the CI/CD gates, right? We're not generating. We're not 10xing the CI/CD. We're just 10xing the features. So that's the idea. Is like we need to aim agents, like, and I think I said this like 6 months ago too. But we need to 10x. Let me find this. Let me find the fucking evidence. This is agentic engineering. We're trying to remove the crappy PR review stage. Yep. Yeah. No, like, I get to say the crazy thing now of like, maybe we don't manually review. Maybe we like, so another skill that I have is converge. And basically it, where's the skill? Yeah, so I throw 5 Claude Code, AGY's Gemini, and Google's anti-gravity, like their new CLI. Like they're deprecating Gemini CLI, now they're pushing everyone to anti-gravity, and the cursor. I've heard good things about Composer 2.5 and Grok build. I don't know, so I'm just throwing those in there too. So I think 5 different models are reviewing your code. That's probably a more thorough review than a human ever could, right? And people are bemoaning, oh, then nobody knows anything. It's like, well, very few people knew anything anyway, right? Like, companies are doing layoffs and laying off people who know stuff. And the artifacts that you generate, people can figure those out anyway, right? Like, it is the people who are left behind from layoffs have to figure out stuff that people knew and took with them, all the tribal knowledge that like goes out with them when they get laid off. Like, you kind of have to make do with whatever artifacts are there, right? So I don't think it's as like, it's a very like ego driven thing. I think software developers, like, yes, we do cool things with our minds, but it's less important than you think. And I think that's this whole like whatever kerfluffle of people getting very defensive about their jobs being automated away, when I feel like whatever, our jobs are now like this agentic engineering enterprise vibe code or whatever, right? Like we're ramping up the level of this stuff. There's also agentic review stage. You gotta chuck in many programmatic checks to make sure things are safe. Unit tests, blast radius checks, leak credential checks, security scanning, dependent bot. Throw in all of the deterministic checks, like that's for sure, like step one. Like the where do I have this? Yeah, like unit test, blast radius checks, leak credential check, security scanning, dependent. Yeah, so like, so there's agentic review, which happens ideally just on your machine, right? Like, or maybe you have it on the PR and they talk to each other on the PR or whatever, right? But like, there's all of the deterministic checks. Like, we want to 10x those or 100x those. Like, it's as many tokens as you want to throw at the problem. Like that's the cool thing, is that we can now just invest a ton in this entire pipeline, this entire like whatever Swiss cheese model. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm in a unique position as like someone who has cared about this for a long time, who has cared about software quality and not shipping bugs or whatever, as like caring about the process. Is like, the answer is to add more of this, is to point the agent at this and throw everything you can at it. I don't know. It just feels like you still need to know something about it. Like, it's not like you don't know anything. It's just you have to know how to throw. We're abstracted one level away. We have to know how to test all this stuff, and we can finally unlock proper checks and have trunk-based agent dev. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with this project with my brother, is lore. I guess I'll talk around it. Is we're basically I'm throwing all of the checks. I built all of the checks in like from day one, and day one was last week. Day one was last weekend, and we have all like 100% unit or 100% code coverage. We have spec, various different types of testing too. Mutation testing. What types of testing do we have? We've got okay. We've got differential contract, model based, property metamorphic. I like all these tests. I didn't even know these types of tests existed. Concurrency, fuzzing, panics and variant breaks on arbitrary untrusted input, static analysis, abuse cases, tenant isolation, mutation score, tests that run a line but wouldn't fail if it were wrong, headline quality metrics, flakiness. So we've got 100% line coverage, and they run on every push. Mutation runs nightly. Maybe I need to gate this like live tier. But yeah, basically like 100% unit testing on web, functional UI tests, cross-model adversarial review. So like this is what I'm building. Like I've got all this different testing, and I haven't looked at the code at all. Like this is how I can have like confidence in what I'm building, because I've got all these different like layers of Swiss cheese. So sorry, stretch. So yeah, I don't know. I think if you don't look at, and I think I even made this a skill. I think I made this as part of Mike's skills. Let's see, test. Maybe not primitive test. I thought I made it a. Oh, maximize verification. No, that's what it was. Maximize verification. So, use when you need to maximally verify a piece of code by stacking every independent check it admits. So, I just asked Claude, hey, like, give me all of the different possible types of tests. And it kind of whatever came up with all these different types of tests. And I think I do want BDD. Anyways, yeah, so I think just we have to become test nerds. We have to know what is tested. Like I think everyone has to be like more QA minded now. Like and that's not the fun part, right? Like people are like, oh, I want to make the features and make things go burr or whatever. But now it's like, all right, there's a dozen different types of tests on this skill that Claude came up with. What do we like? We have to kind of know which ones, like, ask for whatever ones are most relevant. or ask Claude, hey, use whatever you think is most relevant. So, anyways, yeah, I'll post this in the Discord. Maximize verification. That's, yeah. So anyways, I think we just need to throw, sorry, I need a cough. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we need to throw a bunch of tokens at the problem. And now it's just oh man. I have the shortcut for the whatever. I had the option key and Claude comes up. So it just feels like we just need to. Sorry. What's up? Sorry. My cat's sniffing around. I need to eat this. You see his little paw going? Yeah. Goose, say hi to the live stream. Oh, is this what you wanted? Alright, I'll just talk. So anyways, yeah, this is what I've been thinking about, is like, even though I haven't been live streaming, I've been thinking a lot. And kind of, I'm trying to figure out how to, with these new skills, with the ability to solve any problem, what do we do? And now that we figure out what to work on, how do we have confidence in it? How do we solve the quality problem? And how do we do this like long term? How do we keep ourselves healthy, have a like good physical like space away from these things, because these things are so like addictive. It's addictive to make real business progress. Like how do we win for the long term? How do we do this for the long haul? All right, Goose. Yeah, I don't know. So that's my thesis, is that we need to know what we need to work on. We need to know what to work on. How do we get it to the people? How do we get people to know about us? This YouTube is my primary channel. And that's one thing I was talking about, distribution. I got sidetracked. Alex Shamosi says one channel, one avatar, like serve one person, and that should get you to $1 million a year, apparently. That's like, if you do one thing well, really well, you can make $1 million a year, allegedly. And you do one thing well, you solve one problem for one specific type of person, and you know how to reliably acquire them over time, through one channel. So like YouTube or ads or whatever else. Like, you have a specific, you have like his books. You have a $100 million offer. You have a thing that you can sell to people, a thing that people want to buy, and you know how to get them leads, $100 million leads. So that's what I've been trying to work out. that's what I've been trying to figure out this entire time, is like, all right, what do I make with the code? What do I make with AI agents? Is this whatchamacallit? Where did it go? Where did Gas City go? Here. That's the parameter test. That's this framework. This is what we build. We build stuff that pipes data around. That's what we make. That's what we can make as vibe coders. We can't compete with the model companies. Fine. Like, I don't care. I don't particularly care about having, like, making whatever, competing with Anthropic. I don't want to play that game. I don't think anybody really can play that game now. Like OpenAI, like Anthropic, Google, all these are like the top model companies, right? Nobody's going to try to. There's very few people who can actually challenge them at this point. All right, we are now data providers. We need to have a really fucking solid API layer that is super easy for agents to communicate with. That's like API or MCP or whatever. We expose that layer to the agents, to the frontier agents. How do we like make that data? What makes that data special? Well, that's the secret sauce. That's what we need to work on. That is the problem you get with somebody who has a problem, and you can solve it. If it's like, I'm working with my brother and he's in DTC land. He does Shopify stores and Facebook ads and whatever, that whole ecosystem. All those like that entire ecosystem is very API driven. Like they expose, like, Shopify is a platform. They have hundreds of apps that you can like connect to your Shopify, and it just works, right? So like, have a solid API layer that connects to something valuable that hopefully won't get automated away soon. So for DTC, that's shipping atoms around for whatever people want to buy. So that's the what. That's the $100 million offer. What? So now you need distribution. So you need to figure out a way to tell somebody about that. I have this channel. I doubt you guys are DTC related or whatever, but like, I have this channel of people who are interested in vibe coding that will be valuable at some point, right? Currently is valuable. And then we need a way to like test the what. Like, once we create the thing, we need to now have it be high quality. We need to, like, people are going to rely on it, and now we need to like have many layers of defense. We need to like be very confident in the code that we do create. Yeah, that's my TED Talk. I don't know. Any questions? Anybody still here? Let's see.
These meals changed everything for me.
Only 2 people watching. Well, I know you're out there, Cyrus, but I'll clip this up and people will know I'm back. I'll put, I want you to put the word out there that we're back. So, that we're back on top. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's like, that feels like a cohesive argument of everything that we need to do as vibe coders who want to make real things. Yeah, dope. Glad you're out there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm meant to be working while you stream. Oh, okay. That's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I think that is my thesis. Let's see. 7 votes. Nobody's heard of the bitter lesson. Interesting. 7 people watching now. Cool. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out. Could really go for some Swiss cheese. Yeah, no man. I am. I don't know. I guess I like cheese on pizza. That's a very American thing for me. That's where I like cheese. Eat a lot of cheese in the UK, different types. Okay, nice. We not last year. 2 years ago. Yeah, no, we didn't go last year. 2 years ago, we went to Camembert. Cheese. Oh, okay, yeah, we have this cheese here too. I'm not a big cheese person. That's funny. Google knows me. Camembert, like Bert reporting. Tasty French language model. It's hilarious. Sorry, 1 second. Well, yeah, I did an allergy test. Guess what I'm allergic to? My cats. So, but I'm gonna do this, like, it's called Windley. Not sponsored at all, I hope. But shout out if they do sponsor me. Apparently you can, like, take this thing, I haven't gotten it yet, but I did the test. Like, you can just put this thing under your tongue, and it combines all the different allergens, so your system kind of like adjusts to it over time. So you kind of like train your immune system to like not overreact to your allergies. So it's immunotherapy. Like, we live in the future. Like, we could just solve allergies, apparently. Tablet for grass falling. Oh, nice. Graza X. Like, this sounds like immunotherapy. Like, who would have fucking thought that you can just solve allergies? It's been every day for a year and a half. Have you seen improvements with that? If you didn't have NHS, it would have cost £3,000. Oh wow, yeah, it's gonna cost like, I think, $1,200 for a year. It's just starting. So far, so good, but too soon to tell. Okay, gotcha. Exercising my liver health. How do I do that? Hard R. Well, good luck, Cyrus. Hopefully, yeah, we get to live in the future, and we like apparently I have to do this for like 3 years for it to stick. Exercise my liver would be, yeah, that's the most British thing you could possibly say. But like, I get it. We visited London like 2 years ago. And we spent a week there, and I get it. I get why you guys like have all your little pubs, and like, it's just kind of like dreary. And I don't know. You just, yeah. You need to I don't know, have a cozy little pub. Pull up with your what do you call your pal? Not your pals. Your mates, or is that Australian? And you hole up in these pubs that are cozy and hello, like older than the U.S. Right? Like, some of these pubs are like hundreds of years old, and you just drink a tall one that where you like your entire family have ancestors have frequented this pub. So I don't know, it's yeah, very interesting, like, to live in your own history. Mates is British and Australian. Okay, gotcha. Bioflow, bioencapsulation, revive variety of stored and ingested material, recycle and biosecurity. People say mates in Australia more live for 4 years. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Pub culture is good. Dying, though, to cost of living crisis. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. If everybody has to move out of the city, then like that's the, like, my wife and I visit Europe. Like, we've been twice, and it's like, oh man, this like, of course we visit like the tourist areas, and it's like, oh wow, this life is so great. Like, to be able to be within walking distance of whatever restaurant, pub, the whatever things to do, right? Versus like in the US, you have to get in your car and you have to drive, and or like in Las Vegas, like for us to go to the Strip, we get an Uber. We have to Uber there and Uber back. Like parking is just terrible there. So it's yeah, it's like the Las Vegas Strip is like a walkable neighborhood, right? Like it's just a gigantic like whatever mini like walkable city on a whatever 2 square mile area. Or how large is Vegas Strip? Okay, 4.2 miles long. Takes about 90 to like an hour, 2 hours to walk the entire thing. So yeah, it's like the look at what they need to mimic a fraction. It's like for you guys, your look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power is like this is you guys looking at like this is the US and Las Vegas, and this is you guys like pub culture is like you guys are within walking distance of all like a bunch of fun things, versus the US needs to create an entire like city in the desert to make a very walkable city, right? Or like a very walkable part of the city even. Yeah, so I don't know, that's what I kind of realized is like, oh, casinos are like indoor walkable neighborhoods, and like malls, shopping malls is like the same thing for the rest of the US. So I don't know, it's yeah, it's interesting. Like this is just a kind of like psychological need for humans, is to being able to walk to somewhere and do something and meet people there and like get to know people. Like the closest thing I have for that is jiu-jitsu, right? Is like I've been going to the same jiu-jitsu gym for 8 years now, training there. I coach there. I got my black belt. I guess that's another thing that happens. I got my black belt April 1st. Not an April Fool's joke, but April 1st, 2026 is got my black belt. So it's like that. I don't know, hundreds to thousands of people through jiu-jitsu. But I see the same, 100 people rotating cast of characters at my jiu-jitsu gym. And it's good. Like it is good for you. So, I don't know. It's a weird, like it's almost like we're driving this, whatever, meat skeleton, right? This skeleton coated with meat, and there's certain buttons that we get to push. And a certain button, like it's a panel of buttons, and some are like flashing red, like health, right? Like you, whatever, blood pressure and heart rate and whatever, like body composition, like those are flashing kind of red for me a little bit right now, versus or maybe they're like yellow, and like I need to do something about those. Meat skeleton. Oh, I'm sure that's I'm sure it's a band name already. Metal band name, right? So like you need to get outside, you need to walk. Like I'm very tempted to like end the stream like soon because it just looks nice outside, and I think it's whatchamacallit. Yeah, it's gonna be one of the last days where it's under 80 degrees or 80 degrees Fahrenheit here. And yeah, it's just gonna be fucking hot for the the next 3 months. So yeah, I don't know. I might go for a walk after this. Get outside, get some sun on me. Because there's like, yeah, birds outside, and I don't know, just nice. But yeah, you gotta, like, okay, bringing it home. We need to, because work is more automated, like we're tightening down. You gotta go out. It's actually warm here in the UK. Yeah. No, let's go for a walk, Cyrus. Yeah, it's after work or close to quitting time for you, right? So, let me wrap this up, and then I'll end this for both of us. Since agents are like automating work, the process of work now, we can get sucked in, and the culture around this it isn't helping either. People who are like kind of fretting. You still got an hour. Okay, gotcha. People are fretting about like getting left behind by AI, right? And what's interesting is OpenAI Anthropic walking back comments. Yeah, Sam Altman, Dario are both walking back their AI jobs apocalypse prophecies. So they're like, everyone's been running around with their hair on fire because these guys have been saying everybody's gonna lose their jobs, and this is the worst thing ever, and whatever. We have no idea what people are gonna do, right? They've been kind of selling their companies on the fact that you can replace people. It's not replacing them. It's just the entire level is just being, the entire floor of what's possible is just being up leveled, right? If everyone has AI, then to be competitive, you kind of need the same amount of people. Like it's as if you're, I don't know, before you had laptops, you had, whatever, like you had to pay a bunch of people to write on typewriters, right? Or write on, may not like writing code, but like, basically to do like office type of work. Just adding more tools isn't gonna like eliminate the amount of work that needs to be done. Like it's like, think of like game theory of like, okay, company A and company B both adopt AI, both like they're both competing in the same space, they're both trying to go after the same customers. What is going to happen if company A lays people off and the company B doesn't? So company B has more people with AI enabled to deliver more features than company A for the same customers, right? Like, let's game, like, who's gonna win? The people who have less people, the company that has less people to do things. Maybe they're leaner, maybe their operating model gets more efficient. It's either the bet is like you can win on efficiency or you can win on net value that you can deliver. Sorry, I was looking at my cat is playing with this string that's on my wall. Hey. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yes, Goose. Yeah. So, do you think company, like, you can only cut your way down to zero, right? If a company can only be so efficient, like, there's for sure gonna be one person billion-dollar companies, right? That's in the future, but not every company is gonna be that. So, you can only cut your expenses down to zero, but you can grow your revenue to infinity, right? So the same thing applies here, is like, you can't cut your way to success. You need to find ways to deliver more value, add more features, because your customers are going to expect more. If company A and company B both have, say, the same amount of people, same AI enablement, company B is, I forget who I said what. I think company A was like cutting people, company B is keeping people, company B has more people to like deliver more, right? So whoever can leverage AI and keep their people at the very minimum and figure out how to flip tokens. Like, maybe that's my fundamental thesis, is like, we need to figure out how many dollars out we can get of dollars of input tokens. For every dollar of tokens, how many dollars of business value can we get out? And people are not sure about that right now. Like, there isn't an equation, and it's going to be different for every business. But I think we need to figure that out. Like, this is an open problem that people are trying to solve here. And for that, I'm just a preview of how I'm gonna, like, I need to do some research on how to do that. This is Alex Hormozy's like third book, $100 Million Money Models. I need to read it. I haven't read it yet, but that's the entire idea. It's like, how do you set up the system in such a way that you keep more money than what you like whatever. Revenue minus cost equals profit or loss, right? Like, that's the how do you set up your offer in such a way that you like you actually make money versus like spending more money than you have to make it, right? So fundamentally, engineering is a cost center. So people who are just like, oh, just lower cost number down, profit number go up. It's like, okay, you could only do that for so long until if everyone lowers their costs down. And maybe this could also be like, you could point at capitalism and say, oh, everyone, they're kind of like putting the workers in their place, right? And there are like videos of people who are like essentially saying this. We need to put workers in their place. We need to lay them off. We need to like make sure they don't like have leverage on companies. That this is a thing that people are saying. This could be a coordinated type of thing. This is an excuse to like lay people off and like put pressure on workers. But there's going to be a time where this is the game theoretic, or the game selfish Gene Swan, what is it? Altruistic so there was like an example of like basically in a animal environment, so take advantage, equilibrium, what's this? evolutionary stable strategy. Basically, like when there's two, like it's this like kind of prisoner's dilemma type of thing of like, all right, if all the companies are laying people off and cutting costs, whoever invests more, like that may be a differentiator and be like, oh shit, they're actually hiring people, they're actually delivering more features, they figured out a way to do more with more, versus a competitor is just cutting down and like trying to reduce price or whatever, and other company is like hiring more people and can do more. Like this effect, customers are going to eventually pick the company who can do more for them, right? Deliver more value versus the lowest price, the cheapest price. We're expansionary. We want more stuff as humans, right? Not necessarily the cheapest price. And I think these are like fundamental forces that we kind of need to wait to happen. So yeah. One second. Anyways, so this is my future, whatever, next 6 to 12 months prediction is like, we're gonna see the bottom. We're gonna like see the bottom of the layoffs, and it's whatever. It's gonna continue to be cool. Be like, oh yeah, we're laying people off due to AI or whatever. It's like, yeah, there's the AI washing is gonna happen, but at some point we're gonna figure out, some company is gonna figure out, oh, we can, like, if we enable people with AI, if we hire more people, we can do more. And whatever, every one person we hire, we can do 1.5 people's worth of work or whatever, or 2x or 10x. So yeah, look for that. That's my prediction, is it is going to be advantageous at some point. Some company is going to go on a hiring spree for people who are really good at AI, and they're going to snap everybody up. And the AI interviews, AI driven interviews, is going to be a real thing. And hopefully I've leak coded my last leak code. I really never want to leak code ever again. So anyways, let's get good at this thing. Let's improve our skills. Let's live though. Let's figure out a way to like balance this for the long term. Yeah. Anybody got anything? I think I'm right at 2 hours or so. Yeah. Cool. All right, I'm gonna head out and hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll try to do this on like Wednesdays. I'll try to commit to live streaming one day a week, and then the other days, you're gonna go get a beer after this. Yeah, let's live a little bit after work, right? Good. Like, we need a disconnect. It's so addicting. Everything so addicting, so stimulating. We need a way to like drive down regulate. We need, like, we're so stimulated, we're so up, we need a way to balance everything out. So anyways, enjoy your pubs, and I'll see you guys next time.